What's going on, guys? It's canplayr here, and welcome back to another tutorial or sharing video where I'm gonna go over kind of brown hall's take that I saw the Tyloo do against complexity. I made a video recently about take that complexity did on Tyloo, Bebop. If you don't remember, there's a video on my YouTube channel about it. Basically revolves around this fake flash that's usually the smoke, but it pops as a flash. But yeah, I'm just gonna roll the actual clip. It's pretty easy and not a lot of util that, like, there's no util with actual lineups here. You're just kind of doing it on the fly. But just kind of the setup is what I'm gonna be going over here.
Finally, we're getting a good spread for Tyloo.
I like the pop push again. Goes through the nades to get here. Tyloo actually announces as well with a smoke. Just trying to stall out the round. She wanted to go over. But Kola now slowing everything down. They're saying we can't make any moves before we've cleared this position. But a reblock available. This is going to be a late round. That's what they wanted. Oh, it gets better.
Alright, so as you guys can see in that video, there's kind of 3 CT players involved in this. The first guy is going to be the ramp guy, and basically he's just gonna run up, gonna throw a smoke, and it's gonna land somewhere around here. Tyloo threw it a little shallower. I'm not sure. I'm assuming this is because they wanted it. I think a deeper one is better, but I'm assuming they wanted to cover the window. It doesn't really look like it gets covered very well, but I would just line up here and bank it off this piece right here. It lands in the cubby. You kind of do a little walkthrough, and that's gonna give some space around to play with. The second player involved is the guy with the op, so he's gonna be upper here, and you're gonna have to be careful when you first take this peek. But basically you're just gonna look through the window, and you're gonna have a full lane to look through. Obviously they can't peek from below because you have 2 players watching the smoke for a little bit, and your just whole focus is to kill the guy that peeks window, which is quite possible to happen. And the last guy is going to path through Z, and you want to make sure, because obviously if the T's have the best spawn here, they can beat you even if you have the best spawn, I'm pretty sure. And if not, it's pretty close. So you want to make sure you're throwing your anti-rush nades, and your nade there as well. So that just makes it so they can't get out without taking a bunch of damage. And obviously you want to run by and you want to be looking at it. This person's gonna have an M4 or whatever gun. You could kind of do this on more of a lower buy, but you're basically just holding brown halls. So you want to run up until probably about this point. People are gonna know that you're in Pop Dog, but there's a lot of noises going on. Maybe they can't tell if you're fully rushing it or you just came into Pop Dog. So it's not really a big deal. You just don't want to run the full way, basically, to give people that extra information. And so when the smoke is up, you're just gonna sit here and hold this angle. If there's no rush, the ramp player is gonna run back to Z and cover up whatever gaps on A there were. Technically they could lurk out behind you, but you should have 2 more A players, one guy Ivy probably and one guy on site. So they're just gonna fill the gaps on A, and you have a smoke here still. And you can just jiggle. That's what the Tyloo guy was doing. You might get caught out, so it's up to you. You're just trying to delay as much as possible. You just want to make sure your opera doesn't get shot from the ramp area here. So whether you're holding with an M4 or you're just jiggling to delay with the smoke, and then once you spot for info, re-smoke, you can spam the smokes maybe now that they know you're here. You don't really want to give that info away until they know for sure. And yeah, it's pretty simple, not really any lineups or anything, so it just kind of depends on what the T's are going to do. If they just rush B or rush A, you're going to have different things that happen to you, but for the most part, pretty easy to do. You have 3 guys to start, and you move 1 back instantly, and you still have a smoke up on the Opera as well. So, pretty easy. And, yeah, guys, thank you guys all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.